Irregular shaped container resting on a table is filled with 300 liters of pure water. What force does it exert on the table? Dear friends, the question is clear about the irregularity of the shape of the container. What this means is we cannot really calculate the volume of the container using our traditional methods. But we are certain about one thing. That container has been filled with 300 liters of water. So how do we calculate the force which the container exerts on the table? In other words, what weight does the container and its content exert on the table? Because this is the only option here. It will be the weight of the container and its content. That's the force which is exerted on the table. So how do you go about finding the weight of this? Follow me, dear friends. Solution. So the force which we are looking for is actually the weight of the container, which is also given by the mass times gravitational acceleration. Now, for simplicity's sake, dear friends, we will assume that the container's mass is negligible. So the mass total of the container and the water simply boils down to the mass of the water. This we have, but this we don't have. What we have is the volume of the water, and we are aware that it's pure water. Now we know, dear friends, that pure water has a density of 1,000 kilograms per meters cube. What do we have to exploit from this information? Dear friends, we are trying to relate kilograms per meters cube to liters. What this means is, since we know that 1 meters cube is actually 1,000 liters, therefore we can also express this as 1,000 kilograms for every 1,000 liters. Now, this being said, you can clearly see that 1,000 cancels out 1,000. And at the end of the day, the density of pure water can also be expressed as 1 kilogram per liters. Again, what can we deduce from this information? What we are trying to improve, or what we are trying to prove here, is the fact that 1 liter of water will have a mass of 1 kilogram, or every 1 kilogram of water fills a volume of 1 liter. Therefore, 300 liters of water will have a mass of 300 kilograms. Therefore, we've had the mass of water. And the answer is almost there. Therefore, the force we are looking for is equal to the mass of the water times 9.8. And if you understood what we said, give us your answer in the comment section. And don't forget to express your answer in newtons, because force is expressed in newtons. Tomorrow will be better.